Today, we're lighting up everything behind this Silverado. In this video, we are installing Auxito's X-Plore 1 off-road light, and the set that we have is the 3.5 inch size. So let's take a closer look at the pods and see what features we have available. So taking a closer look at the pod, I do want to mention this is IP67 and IP69K rated. As you can see on the pod, there are 4 main LEDs. You'll notice there's also 4 amber LEDs sitting in a cross pattern on this pod as well. And that is for the amber daytime running light feature. The pod lights from Auxito come in 4 configurations. There's 2 selections you can make for different options on this, and each of the selections has 2 choices. So the first is lens. You can go with a clear lens or an amber lens. As you can see, clear lens for me. And then the other is the beam pattern. You can choose a spotlight pattern or a driving light pattern. I went with the driving light for my pods because the driving light spreads the light out in a wider pattern, covers a little more area, and the spotlight, is going to reach a little farther. But for me, I wanted that area coverage, that wide spread for my application. So clear lens, driving light for the pod lights on my Silverado. And normally when you're installing lights like these, you'd see them maybe around in this location right here. And in which case you would plug the wiring harness into the light, run it into the engine bay. You would have a red wire that needs to go to positive power from the battery and a black wire that is for ground. So you need to find a good ground location. From there, you have the relays that would need to be mounted somewhere and installed. And then you have your switch that actually goes inside the vehicle. Of course, how you run these wires for your setup may be a little bit different, especially if you're running them, up here with the lights here. But I'm not installing the lights here. I'm installing them in the rear bumper. My install for these lights is going to happen right here in this cutout in the rear bumper. So for me, the lights will be up in here. So we'll be looking at something like this. That's about what it's going to look like when it's in there and mounted up. And I'm also doing a custom wiring solution. I'm not going to use the full harness. I'm actually going to wire mine into the reverse lights and the turn signals. So my plan is for the white driving lights to be wired into the reverse lights and the amber DRLs to be wired into the turn signals. So when the blinker's on, the amber lights, will flash with the turn signal, and then the white lights will light up when I'm backing up, give me that extra bit of light at night. Mounting the lights is fairly easy. All you need is a 14mm wrench. So there's a mounting point in the bumper where the bolt from the pod bracket will go through from the bottom up, and you just put the washers and nuts on top and tighten everything down. I don't have everything super tightened down yet because I want a little bit of adjustability once I get everything working, but I do have it snug down enough to hold everything in place. So the next thing we need to work on is the wiring. Initially I was planning on splicing into the taillight wiring harness, but I think what I'm going to do is splice into the trailer connector harness instead. There's a little more access to wires right here, so it'll probably be a little easier to do. And the diagram on the cap for this tells me what each of the wires is for.
Day 2.
Alright, so my initial plan didn't really work out for a few reasons. The first being that, and the biggest one, once I started tapping into the trailer connector harness on the other side of the bumper, every time I cranked the truck, it thought that a trailer was actually connected to the truck. So it kept telling me to check all the wiring, check everything, because some wires were pulling draw, like for the turn signal and the reverse, and others weren't. So can't have that. The other 2 issues, the first one being when I went back and checked the footage, because I did get this light functioning, blinker and reverse light functioning. When I went back to check the footage for the test, I realized that when the truck cranks, the lights flashed. There was like white lights flashing, the amber lights flashing, and Obviously, you don't want that. That's not ideal. That means the power draw is doing something weird. And the third reason is that when I started trying to splice in the passenger side, the reverse light stopped working because they're splicing to the same wire and it's not sending enough power to then split to both of the lights. So I had to rethink my plan, and I went back to the original plan of tapping into the tail light harnesses. My tail lights are aftermarket. I tapped into the tail light side of the harness, so the wire colors that I mentioned might not be the same wire colors that you see for your truck. For me, I tapped into the white wire for the reverse lights, the green wire for turn signal, which is actually also the wire for the brake lights. They run off the same circuit. I learned that during testing and doing some research when I saw that brake lights were causing the amber lights to come on. Turns out, same circuit, same wire, works both. And then of course, black wire for ground off of the tail light harness. For the blinker, the green wire, I did have to then wire in a relay. And the reason for this being that I just don't think there's enough power going through the blinker wire to power both this and the factory light. So I ended up using a relay to run to a constant power and flip a switch when the blinkers turn on or when the brake pedal is pressed, since same wire. So the way I wired this in, and I'll put a diagram up on the screen as well. This red wire is not used for my application, so I just used some electrical tape, taped it off, don't need it. Blue wire is the one that goes to the positive battery constant power. So that's going in there, and I also put in an inline fuse so that if something happens, I don't just completely screw up these lights and the fuse will blow. The white wire goes to the trigger function, so this is the one that then got tapped into the green wire on the taillight harness to trigger for the blinkers and brake lights. Black wire, of course, goes to ground, so this went to a wire coming directly from the negative side of the battery. And then the yellow wire is the one that goes to the light. So this goes to the yellow light on the back of the pod that powers the amber lights. So we have everything hooked up now. Everything is functioning. Got a little extra functionality with the brake lights, obviously. But so now we got everything hooked up, and I went over the wiring process and the relay. Let's take a look at how everything looks.
There ain't no problem big enough that I can't make it worse. Ain't no whiskey of any proof that I cannot outburn. You can say, hey, go to hell, but it done had its turn. Any place, anywhere out there that's been cursed, I've been there first. I showed up when it was a peaceful little town. A couple weeks and then the troubles tracked me down. And by the time the sheriff finally read me out, there were only ashes left across the ground. There ain't no problem big enough that I can't make it worse.
Well, that is my install and demonstration of the Auxito X-Plore 1. Your install may be a little different, especially if you're using the factory harness with the switch that you're going to have in the truck to turn them on and off. Again, mine was a little bit of a custom wiring setup because I wired mine into reverse lights and turn signals. If you like these, they also have two other variations of the X-Plore 1. They have a 4.5 inch size and a 7 inch size, and each one gets more LEDs, so they can get even brighter. Speaking of bright LEDs, I have also previously replaced the turn signal bulbs on the front of the Silverado with Auxito LEDs to get that nice bright amber flash. If you're interested in purchasing an Auxito X-Plore 1 set for your vehicle, you can use the link in the description down below and code Southpaw LED X12 to get 15% off your order. And yes, I know the 12 in the code doesn't make sense for a 15% discount, but when I made my custom coupon code a long time ago, I was dumb. That's all I can say. But I can promise you, Southpaw LED X12 is 15% off. I just can't change the code because I've used it in so many videos since I created it. If you want to see the really awesome bumper on the back of the truck that these pod lights are installed in, check out this video up here in the corner. For now, Thanks for watching. This is Southpaw Garage signing out.